Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, you?
Good. So, welcome back. It's been about a month. Today we are November 23rd, 2024. This is episode 39. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7 Reads on Instagram and Crafty Knitter 7 on Ravelry.
And I am Liz, also known as Jaded Knitter, pretty much everywhere still. Because I'm still debating changing that, but
Oh, you're going
I
to stay the same.
I haven't gotten around.
Let's be real.
I've used the same handle since 2007.
Yeah, I've had the same one since 2007 or 8, but I only put the reads on the end because they got into the bookish Instagram thing. Don't ask. Anyway, I blame Leanne. When in doubt,
Yep.
blame Leanne.
Or at least for the book stuff.
Yeah, for the book stuff. Well, no, she's an instigator in all the crafts. So, anyways, I don't know where that came from. Where you can find us, we are on Ravelry under Distant Stitches. Both of our Instagram handles. We have a Ko-fi page, so if ever you would like to donate to help us with shipping, prizes, and all various and sundries. We also have a Instagram page for the podcast. It is distant_stitches_podcast. It's new. Please come and follow. I'm hoping to get more content in there.
Yeah, I need the password.
Oh yeah, that would help. And distantstitches@gmail.com is our email. So feel free to email us. Words, I have them.
No, you don't.
No.
And actually, just because it's kind of ties in with things, shipping. All Post is on strike. We live in Canada. So if we have promised you to ship something in the last month,
it's still here.
It hasn't moved.
I got things ready to go, and well, they're on strike. So
the mail's not moving. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Nothing we can do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you'll get gifts in the new year.
Yeah, exactly. Because things are probably behind now. So we have coupon codes. You want to do the first one?
Sure. Let me get back to it. Coupons. So we have the ones from Bags by Us and Granny, which is the perpetual one that she gave us, Distant Stitches 20, and it's 20% off your purchase in her Etsy shop.
Yes.
And all of the links are down below, or they will be eventually.
They will be down below. Sorry, I'm just trying to log into Ravelry. Yeah, I know. I have a new iPad, and this is it's been fun. The other coupon code we have is from Perfectly Knotted, who is Claire Jackson, and she is a Canadian designer. And I reached out to her because she has some pretty nice stuff. She was going on to my library so that I can show you a couple of the patterns that I've got from her recently. So she's given us 15% off code, which is
it is Distant 15,
and that runs until the end of the year.
We should probably find out if that is cap sensitive because it has a capital D. So it's possible it's cap sensitive. I don't think they are, but I don't remember.
I don't think they are, but try capital D.
If it doesn't work, try the capital D.
Yeah.
So it's Distant 15.
Mm-hmm. And so I have a couple patterns of hers. So here's one. The first one I got a while ago, and it's called the Compass Crew Sweater. I will put pictures up on the screen because it's a little dingy and gray out right now, and it's hard to see. But it's reminiscent of the Weekender.
Yeah, it's that comfy sweater that like everybody needs for dingy, gloomy weather.
Yeah, she has, this is one of the ones that I like. It's called the Cowl Cardigan. And it's just a really nice cardigan with a pocket. I bought like 6 patterns using our coupon code. So I will link them all below, and I will go through and put some pictures on the screen so that you can see those. And like I said, she's Canadian, and we're trying to support local. Besides Diane by Bags by Us and Granny, who's in the States, but we love her. So she's pseudo-Canadian.
We love you anyway. Even if you are, I think she's in Texas. I want to say she's in Austin, but
I think she's in Texas. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, she is.
We love you anyway.
Yeah, we do. So yeah, so Claire Jackson, go support her if you can. And the other thing we would like to announce is, even though they're American, we have a Knitpicks affiliate link. So I've been working on this for a couple of months now, and let me tell you, they don't make it easy. They do not make it easy.
So basically what it means is if you buy things from them, we get a little bit of a kickback if you use
our link. Yeah. So I will have that in the show notes as well. And just so you know, if you're a Felici fan, Knitpicks has brought back Felici. It's all the rage right now, and they have some wonderful colors. Yeah. I'm trying not to buy some.
FYI, they ship by Canada Post.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're USPS.
Yeah. So yeah. Next year, maybe I'll try.
Yeah, because if it comes from the States, it's going to get stuck in the Port of Montreal because not only is Canada Post on strike, I believe port workers.
No, they forced them back to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's a economy thing.
The Port of Montreal is one of our biggest.
Yeah, besides Vancouver.
Yeah. If it's coming in by container ship to Canada, it's only coming in two places, Montreal or Vancouver.
East and West. No, but I believe my husband said they forced them back to work. Now, Canada Post, will they force them back because they're an essential service? We'll see. We'll see. But what a time of year to strike. Anyhow, so we also had a giveaway for this, which I will put a picture on the screen because it's a blob of, you can't see much right now, but it's gorgeous. It is a skein of yarn from our friend Chantal, who is Je Laine Yarns. It is her Lissock 7525 base. So it's 437 yards to 400 meters, and the color is called Embrace Your Crazy.
Which, I mean,
and we did a random generator through YouTube comments, and we wanted you to mention what your favorite fall activity was. And our winner is Lizzie Winsey 7469. So if that is you, please contact us. And I'm going to find the picture to show the screenshot.
Yep. So send us an email, distancestitches@gmail.com.
So this is you. If you see your name or hear your name. And what she said was, my favorite fall activity is making my home cozy with lights and candles while watching K-dramas and knitting. What's a K-drama?
Korean drama.
Okay. So we will get that out to you as soon as we can, and you need her to put it back. Because, yeah, this is not my yarn, and she can't get away with taking this
one. But yeah, we'll, again, Canada Post. So we'll send it out once. It'll probably, at this point, we won't send things out until January.
Because it'll just get stuck in the rush anyway.
Yeah.
So you will get it soon. We promise. The last thing that is under the ADMINY Things is our Shop the Stash Mal 2024 runs till the end of the year. And we did a draw last time.
Yes.
Last time. We so if you won for that, that's great. And it's basically,
and I think everyone responded.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten them into the mail yet. And we did give out the pattern.
Yes.
Prizes have been given. So Bente of Arctic Crafts, Alex of My Yarny Corner, and us. It's all through Instagram. So use the hashtag ShopTheStashMal2024 to tag your projects. And we will be doing another prize drawing at the end of the year. I'm thinking of a couple patterns and then a grand prize. So
we'll probably do those in January.
Yeah. And we'll probably pick from our stash for that to make a nice little prize. We'll see. We haven't really talked about it. It's us.
Yeah.
So jumped off the needles. I don't have anything.
I got buckets.
Yeah, it's been a month. So what are you knitting on right now? We'll go into the whips.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
These are my vanilla socks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my standard vanilla sock pattern with a short row heel. And the color is Duckworth Street by Turtle Pearl.
Canadian.
Who's Canadian. She's in New Brunswick now, I think. And This is her sock twins.
Yes.
So it came as two separate. I'm starting on the second one.
2 separate 50-gram skeins.
Yeah, that are identical. And then a third, I think it was a 20-gram
You got a mini with
mini
yours? Yeah, sometimes you can get a mini if you want.
with heels and toes. So I've got that on there. And I actually finished that because I've been working on that for ages and ages and ages.
It's one of those socks that you just grab and
it's
take
the sock
with
that
you.
lives in my purse, basically. But I went with my friend Julie to see a show at the Casino de Montreal. So we drove to Montreal last night to see a show at the casino, and I finished that sock
there.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yep.
So I'm actually knitting. I cast on the Weekender Crew by Andrea Mowry. And I am using, and what made me think of doing this is the last knit night we went to, Donna of Roots and Rains was there, who no longer dies, unfortunately. I'm just glad I have some of her yarn. And we were talking about her yarn and stuff. And I had the last show she did, I have 4 or 5 skeins of a DK base. And I was like, it'll be perfect for that. And literally, I'm doing the bottom because it's a split hem. So you do one and then the other. And this is the first time I've done a tubular cast on. Not a fan.
No.
They're
fiddly. I mean, I like how they
it
look.
Looks nice, but for the amount of, I don't know. It's not, it wouldn't be my go-to.
Yeah, it's not my go-to either. There are certain things I do like them on.
I can see it being nice, like a bind off on a cup.
Yeah.
Or a tubular, the neck thing.
The neckline, I like tubular cast on for the neck because it's stretchy, but it
is stretchy. Yeah.
Very polished.
Yes, that's a good word for it. So yes, I cast this on, and it's just going to be a knit it when I can, and it's on 3.5 millimeters, which is a US 4, because sometimes people ask what needle size is, and I used to include that in the show notes. I was religious. I don't even include them on my Ravelry projects anymore. That's how unreligious I am.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, 2.25, which is now my standard for socks, but I am actually doing this on circulars.
What?
Yeah, I know.
For you OGs out there, this is not normal.
No, I have always been, I love my D-pans, and I still do, but especially for a project I'm carrying, because of one of the issues I have, my hand spasms. And I throwing a 2.25 millimeter signature stiletto point DPN.
Not good.
In crowds. Not good.
No.
So we now do socks on
Chowgoos. Are those from Acme?
Don't know if these are from Acme or from Wabi Sabi.
Yeah. Speaking of Acme, if you are Canadian and you are looking for needles at not bad prices, acmefibers.com. She does a sale around Christmas Boxing Day every year, and that's usually when the two of us team up and do an order. Yeah.
She's also, if you're looking for neutral yarn, so like undyed yarn, she has fabulous prices and fabulous skeins.
I got mohair. I got 4 skeins of mohair from her not long ago. Words, Sue. But yeah, she's got some really good prices, and yeah.
And she's Southern Ontario.
Yep. Yeah. We like to.
Windsor?
I can't remember. It's down there.
Yeah. I knew she was within like a 3 to 4 hour radius of where I was living.
Yeah. So yeah, but no, she's great, and we love to support her. And she, as far for stuff in stock, I mean, it's very rare that she doesn't have something in stock.
Oh yeah. Like I've never actually run into it. She doesn't have stuff in stock. I bought Chowgoo, Haya, 2 small Chowgoo sets from her.
And I mean, I can't even, like every year I top up what I need.
Yep.
And I even buy stuff here and send it to Bente in Norway because the prices and some of the sizes of needles she can't get. So that was our first project. What is next for you? Did you bring the calligraphy?
Yes, I did. Which again, all of my knitting is dark right now. And this one, you can't see it anyway because it's dark brown.
Pictures. I mean, the pictures weren't. I'll put a picture of the pattern up, which will be easier.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, you can't even see that. Hold on.
How about you bring up a photo of the actual pattern?
Yeah.
We just weren't fighting with light today because it's gray outside.
Yeah. It is no.
I mean, we have studio lights. Maybe we could, maybe use them sometime.
We do?
We do?
Completely forgot about that.
I have 4 studio lights.
No. So that is the calligraphy cardigan by Hannah Fettig?
Yes.
By Hannah Fettig.
If it doesn't show up well, I'll pop a picture in front of that on the screen.
Yeah. Maybe in purple?
Yeah, that's better.
There we go. That gives us a look. Wow, that completely lost me in the background. So this is the second one I've knit because I knit one for Sue many years.
2012.
Yeah, because I knit it for our first Rhinebeck. And this is the second one because I've always wanted one for me. This is a great cardigan. It's got a big neckline, big collar on it. And this is out of, and of course I closed it.
It's out of Knit Picks Swish DK.
That was the one I made for you.
Oh.
Yours was Swish DK, right. Mine isn't. Because I no longer have any, I ran out of Knit Picks years ago. And the Canadian dollar.
Yes.
So I stopped buying. I spelled that completely wrong. Patons Classic Wool, which is enough
workhorse.
It's a workhorse wool and it's Canadian. I actually used to live within sight of the factory that made this. But I got it it was like $18 for 6 balls or 8 balls or something.
Yeah. From
our big local Wool Time, which is our yarn supplier, pusher, dealer. So I have 3 sweater quantities in this, and yeah. Again, it's just it's the thing I pull out in meetings to knit on, in Zoom meetings, because
if you want Lindsay to pay attention, she must have something in her hand.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I either have knitting or a pen, because I'm either knitting or taking notes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no idea what needles that is on.
Yeah. And so the other thing I'm still knitting on, this is a burgundy hat. I will be inserting a lot of photos onto this, I think.
Well, I mean, there's a nice, area between us that you can insert a photo.
Yes, there is. Yeah, that's what I always use. It's just a stockinette hat for a friend, and it's going to be slightly slouchy with a pom-pom on it. I just wanted something to knit in the round, and it's on 4s, 4.5. It's on 4.5s.
I need to find my hats. I have a hat made out of Bente's Pac-Man yarn with a gigantic bright neon green pom-pom.
You should be able to find it just for the pom-pom.
Yeah, you'd think that. Can I? No.
I have a skein of that, I think, in DK.
I found the mitts that go with it, which I couldn't find last year.
That would be fabulous, because hubby has socks, because I had 2 skeins or 1.5 skeins, because she sent me a half skein, something she had left over. And I think I actually bought some in DK. It's not hard to do when your best friend dyes yarn. So that's a hat for a friend. I've got 4 or 5 rows on it. And then I'll show this because we're both doing this.
Yep, we're both doing this. She's actually further along than I am.
I'm on day 12 or 14.
This is the Arne and Carlos Christmas stocking. So probably by the time this comes out, if you haven't already gotten it, it is no longer free.
No, if you go on to arneandcarlos.com/blog, you can go and download the entire pattern by tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the 24th, and you'll get it free. I did the same thing last year, so if I can finish this, I might try and get another one done by Christmas. This is all I've been knitting on. There are mistakes here, is what it is. I'm just letting it go.
I mean, in all honesty, you can't tell that that's not how it's supposed to be.
My coloring, I got off in the coloring, but yeah, so this is day 14. We're behind because last year they did it on December 1st to 24th. And then, if you weren't able to finish it, you didn't get it for Christmas. So this year I didn't realize it, but Anne told us they started it on November 1st. So we got into it about day 7.
Yeah, I think I started like day 9, day 10.
And
I, of course, had no yarn.
No,
Gigantic stash.
I tried to cast on with some yarn that I had, and it just wasn't doing it. Liz showed me that she got
it's Patons Astra,
Patons Astra,
which is it's one of those workhorse yarns.
It's acrylic.
It's acrylic,
and it's still stretchy.
Yeah, and it's cheap from Michael's, which, in all honesty, like all of the stockings I own,
$6 a ball.
I don't even think it was that. Like, I think
no, it was on sale for like 3 something.
It was on sale for 3 something, but it was regularly like $4.50 or $5, and that's Canadian.
It's not pricey.
And like all of the Christmas stockings I own, including the one that my own grandmother knit me in the 80s,
is Astra.
I don't know if they're Astra, but they'd all be Patons, and they're all acrylic.
Yeah.
The only one that isn't is made out of cork.
I found the perfect bag to put them in. This is Yellow Petal Handmade Penelope. I love her bags. And this is like, I have 3 or 4 of her pouches. I love them. Absolutely love them.
Mine isn't even in a bag. It's just sitting on my desk.
Well, Bunny.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, my problem, Gadget doesn't chew them. My problem is because I knit while I'm in meetings, I knit while I'm like waiting for things to process. They're sitting on my desk, and the balls will fall off my desk, so there's the string going down.
And so it's perfect.
Yeah, well, Gadget will come and he'll snuffle under my desk just to make sure I haven't dropped any food.
And then walk away with the yarn.
And then walk away with the curly tail and the yarn. So there are days I'll come home or wake up in the morning or whatever, and there's yarn from my computer desk at the door, into the bedroom, out the door, down the hall. Yep.
And do you have anything else? So
I don't have anything else knitting related because the knitting stuff I will get to because we're doing Vlogmas. So do we want to mention Vlogmas now?
Sure, let's mention Vlogmas.
This is going to be in no particular order.
This is going to be, it is what it is.
Yep.
And you know, if you're an OG here, you're used to it.
We fly by the seat of our pants.
Pretty much. So Vlogmas. I know I'm doing it daily.
And I'm going to see what I can accomplish.
We might do a joint here and there. Because we said we can do like Google Meets or something, which is easier than having Zoom, because I don't want to pay for a Zoom account. Thanks.
Yeah, and it'll all just be short ones. But again, I'll do some, she'll do some. So it'll be like last year where we
insert them. Yeah. But this year it's not just squirrels. I have a bunny. Gonna be fun. Which, speaking of bunny and Christmas,
She hasn't figured out how to put up a Christmas tree.
I haven't figured out what to do with my tree, because first thing hubby says was bunny and tree. I was like, right. She climbs on everything.
Luckily, Gadget just tries to sleep on
where I want to put my tree, which is, I'm pointing that way. There's a chair which will be moved out of the way, but the question is, what do I do around the tree? I have a metal kind of like a run for her, so it's a metal kind of a gate, so 2 feet, 3 feet tall. And I'm thinking of putting that around the tree so she can't directly get at it. Problem is,
she can climb.
We got her fixed on the 13th, and we tried to block off our front room with said gate spanning. And we don't know if she used it to climb up on a chair that was close by, or she just climbed over the whole thing. So, yeah, I will see. But he was like, oh, just put the tree in the front room. I'm like, no, every morning I want the lights on so I can drink my coffee in front of the lights. Hello? Can't really see the tree if it's in another room, which the front room we don't spend a lot of time in. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And I have like a few advents. Speaking of advents, I have one that came, which was an afterthought, because Anne told me she got the 12-day gnome along from Ginger Snap, and I was like, well, I want it. So of course pre-sales were not on anymore, and since Kim and I are friends, I contacted her and I was like, do you have any more? She was like, yeah, we dyed a few extras. So this is my 12-day from Ginger Snap. And if you haven't opened it to read the story that comes with it,
No, don't show it now. We can show them
I'm going to
later.
read the story.
No.
Okay, I'm not. So this one's mine. That's number one. Number two is another one that I bought this box from Michael's, and it's like the perfect thing, except it got the sparklies, which is scary. And in here is my Advent from My Ernie Corner. And then I have one coming from my friend Nina.
Again, can't post.
Yeah, well, it's sitting somewhere because she's already sent it. But we decided the day after buying back, oh, let's do an Advent. So I got one from her. I have one from a friend, Roxana, which is a 12-day planner Advent calendar. Liz and I are doing one, and I have a chocolate and a coffee one.
So if anyone was counting, that's 7.
Yeah. But I won't be sitting under the tree to do them this year because funny. So I have to figure out. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out somehow. So one last thing I have on the needles, and we're talking barely on the needles, is a muscle burrow, and I will take a picture of this yarn that was in a skein. This is from Toby Knits, so my friend Anne's yarn. And I need to get that going so that I have plain knitting. And I think that's it.
For the knitting, anyway.
The knitting. And now we have added a floss talk because we're doing a lot of cross stitching lately.
Yep.
Mine is not viewable because I've had to rip them both out, which is what she's going to show here. So they are mysteries.
They are mystery crochet along, cross stitch
alongs.
Mystery stitch alongs. So if you are doing either the
Historical Sampler Company,
their
Robin Patchwork,
or the
Secret Grove.
The Secret Grove by Needle Lot Designs.
Look away. If you haven't started them, look away. Like you've done Clue 1 for, well, no.
Yeah, I've only done Clue 1 for the Secret Grove.
Okay.
But I'm up to Clue 3.
So spoiler alert, I'll put it across the screen. Do not watch for the next minute or so.
Yep. So this is the Historical Sampler Company. This is their up to Clue 3, and I filled in part of Clue 4 because things like that big ornament in the center, they're not going to do a quarter of it differently than the rest of it. So technically mine's more finished than it should be. But I'm willing to risk it.
Yep.
So that is one that we're working on, and I am really enjoying it.
And I had to pull mine out because I'm having a problem with counting. And so I'm trying to rectify that. We'll see.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pulling out last time we were looking this one when we were at Anne's house.
Yeah. And this is the Secret Grove. This is only Clue 1. We got Clue 2 on Friday, but I haven't started it yet because of the aforementioned. Your trip to Montreal.
Your fabric is purple and it shows blue. It's just so weird.
I know. It's modeled purple, and I really, really like it.
It'll probably show up purple when I do the edits.
Oh, likely.
That's how it is.
These frames, I found them on Amazon. They're not the really good ones, and they're okay. But square frames do not hold the knitting or the cross stitch as tight as circular frames. So, I have to constantly pull them to make them tighter.
Yeah.
So that
I still haven't found the frames I like or how I like to stitch. So I was talking to Alex the other day and asked how she does it. And she doesn't really like Q snaps either. She's gone back and forth between the frames and the Q snaps. And the way she holds hers is instead of holding it with her hand, real estate, she props it on her real estate and holds it at the top and is stitching that way. So that's the next way I'm going to try.
Oh, okay.
But I need to find my groove, and I haven't found my groove yet.
See, I do it with a frame, so I have one. So I have a stand.
You do it two-handed.
And I do it two-handed. So my dominant hand, which in my case I'm right-handed, is underneath to put the needle up, and then non-dominant on top to thread it through. And I do this for both cross stitch and embroidery.
Yeah. And Anne uses like the smaller ones where she has her whole hand is on the back and she has a way of doing it.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm trying to find my groove and I really need grids on my cross stitch. So what I've done is I've taken the Secret Grove one and I've put notches on the top and notches all down the side at every 10 increments so that at least I have something visible to count, because this last time Liz and I were together at Anne's house and after that she got me back to where I was aligned and everything was perfect. I still messed it up. So I ripped them all. I ripped it out. It took me 2 hours to rip that thing out. Standing at that counter over there. Yeah. I was like, this thing's coming out. And if it doesn't come out, I'm going to burn it and start over.
There were words, none of them are clean.
No, they were not clean. And hubby's sitting here just keep looking at me like I'm just like scissors in the middle of cooking dinner, 5 minutes, another minute scissors. Yeah, there was a lot of swear words. So chart, DMC. We wanted to talk about how we track our DMC. I went on, and I will link it below, onto DMC website itself, and I found an Excel spreadsheet. Oh, it doesn't show you the tabs. Oh, there they are. So I found one, and it'll be hard to show you because of the glare, but I'll put some screenshots on the screen because it has tabs at the bottom where you can search by number, thread color, discontinued colors, hard to find colors. Like it's got all these different ways of searching and inputting your thread.
And while she does them with sorry, because that probably just blew the mic out. While she's doing them with an Excel spreadsheet, I have them on a PDF.
Yeah.
And what I do, because pencil, because I am kind of an Apple girl. No apologies. So I've marked them all off on the Excel, or not on the Excel spreadsheet.
They're great tools to have.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I went to Michael's the other day, I had them all highlighted.
Like what colors you need.
Yeah, all there's, you see all the green highlights? Those are colors I don't have, which is not much because I went and I kind of added like 50 something to my stash. So I'm missing 35 colors.
Which is not bad.
Not bad.
And yeah, I've gone through and marked off all of the ones I've got. I've marked off like ones that I need. And the program I use, which is GoodNotes, I can pull it up on my phone as well.
Yes.
So
I don't have an Apple phone, but just a tablet.
Yeah. Well, that would.
This is I can use it on my. This is a spreadsheet.
So yes, you can use it on your phone.
Yeah.
Which is great because it means when you go into the store, you always have your list.
That's what I did. I walked into the store and there was another lady standing there. And we were both there with our phones and we were like,
yeah,
methodically.
I mean, I've actually gone into Michael's with the full tablet. Like this is my big, I have a smaller one too, my big tablet sitting on my lap and just piles and piles of
the guy at the cash was not too happy because they have to scan them one by one.
Oh, they make me do it myself.
Oh no, he didn't. But the scanner, because of the paper and the color and the glare.
Oh no.
And I had like 58 of them. So I looked at his name, and when I got the survey from Michael's, it says, "Do you want to recognize an employee?" And I was like, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do." But yeah, it's just different ways of tracking them. And I'm curious, how do you store your thread? I'm a bobbin girl.
So am I.
You're a bobbin girl. Our friend Sarah is a skein.
Yeah, she likes them in the skein. She's got the little thread packs for them.
Yeah.
So she likes to keep them that way.
Yeah, like how do you store your thread? Show us pictures. Link, not link. Comment below. Just really curious. What kind of cross stitching are you doing right now? And do you like that we have a cross stitching section?
Cross stitch, embroidery.
Yeah, all that stuff because needle adjacent.
Yeah, there will eventually be sewing thrown in because yours truly has finally gotten sick of not being able to find shirts that have long enough sleeves. You notice why the sleeves are Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a reason, because women's shirts do not come with sleeves long enough.
And if you buy men's shirts, they're too big everywhere.
Yep. So I have sewing machines. I know how to use them.
I have a pattern for a top. I have the fabric. I have the tracing paper. I have yet to tackle it because it scares the bejesus out of me.
Whereas I'm like, I've also, I hadn't sewn in years. Like we're talking a decade or more.
And you took sewing when you were up at your old place.
Well, it wasn't so much took sewing. It was
I needed clothes.
I needed clothes and couldn't find what I wanted and wanted a corset. So what do?
She makes one.
Made a corset. Hadn't sewn in decades, more than like hemming. And even then,
Because if you're new here, Liz jumps in with both feet or head first.
or both,
Yeah.
because, I have been known to just shove in.
Yeah, we don't go into our crafting or anything like that with, it's go big or go home.
Well, I mean, I wanted to learn how to weave, so I bought a floor loom. I've never picked up tatting or there's a few crafts that I've never touched for a reason.
Crazy.
Yeah, because I know what's going to happen.
She'll go in full hog. Yeah. 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 I do so many different crafts that I don't need a new one. And
And every so often I send her them. Well, we went to a craft show.
On my foot.
Don't do that.
No.
We went to a craft vending show at Museum of History here in Gatineau, which was lovely. And there were a lot of people in a very small area, which is a problem when you're in a wheelchair because it don't fit.
And people don't move.
Some people don't move.
Except for that one lady. She was like, we need to clear the way for you.
Yeah, she's like, here, move people out of the way. It was great. But we were looking at one vendor who made books, did bookbinding and whatnot. And she had little kits to like how to start bookbinding. So I pointed at it, told her,
bookbinding. I just grabbed it and I looked at it. I was like, oh no, put it back. I'll buy them fully done. Thanks. Oh yeah, no, I don't need that.
Yeah.
No.
Hopefully in the new year I will get my room sorted out so I actually have room to sew. And yeah, there'll be more content.
There will. But I think
that's it.
I think that's pretty much it. So mention below what you're up to. What are your plans? What are your knitting, crochet, crafting plans coming into December? Are you feverishly knitting Christmas gifts? Are you being a selfish knitter and not knitting for anybody but yourself? Because that's me.
There are very few people that I will knit for.
And if you won this beautiful skein of yarn, contact us, please.
Yep, you will get an after
your name again was Lindsay Winsey 7469.
Is it Lindsay or Lizzie? Because you said Lizzie earlier.
Oh my God. Not again. Why do you do this to me, woman? Lindsay Winsey.
Okay. So we will put the correct name earlier.
Yeah, if I made a mistake,
which she did.
This is you. Contact us. And when the strike is over, we'll send it to you.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's all for now. Happy crafting. Vlogmas starts on December 1st. Don't think we'll be doing an episode. I mean, if we feel like doing an episode in December, we might. We don't know.
Yep. We both have craft along things that we're doing in December. Mm-hmm. So there will be actual crafting content.
Yes, there will be some alongs or advent crafting. We don't want to get into.
We won't give them
what they are. So you'll have to wait and see.
Yep.
But yeah, so take care of yourselves. Happy crafting and stay safe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I kind of feel like I should do the no, doesn't work.
Oh, I'm sorry.